guys, welcome back to my channel Rewind That. It's your girl Miss K. So if this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can enjoy more videos like this one, okay? So guys, I'm going to be going over the latest episode of Insecure. That's episode number 3. All right, so I'm going to try my best to be in an upbeat tone, but I just heard some very sad news that Minnie from Little Women of Atlanta has passed away in a tragic hit and run accident. So my prayers are going out to that family. I was so sad to hear about it, and I was just excited about the show coming back, thinking about maybe doing reviews for it and everything. So that was pretty sad to hear, and so my prayers are just going out to the family, and I hope that you guys extend your prayers to their family as well. Okay, let's get right into this episode. Rest in peace, Minnie. You will be missed. All right, so the episode starts off with Lawrence, right? And he's practicing in the mirror. I guess he's practicing some type of presentation, right? For the company that he works for. And then all of a sudden we get this annoying like alarm, and we find out that the alarm belongs to none other than Condola, okay? So now we are seeing what type of relationship, where this relationship is going, guys. They spending the night with each other and all that kind of stuff. So it seems like they are really moving along. All right, so they're in the bed and they're talking about their plans for Thanksgiving, and Lawrence invites Condola to his friend Mike's house, but Condola says, I'm actually throwing a Friendsgiving at my place. So Lawrence says, okay, do you want me to come? And then Condola says, sure, I didn't know if you would want to. And the one thing that I was thinking was, uh-oh, Issa is going to be there. That was the one thing that I could think about. All right, because you know I've always been saying, if Issa and Condola are going to stay friends, some way, somehow, if Issa is invited to one of Condola's functions, it's going to be awkward because Lawrence is going to be there. But as you guys know, if you watched the episode, Issa was not there, okay? But anyway, so Lawrence gets to work and he finds out that his presentation is canceled. Okay, so now he's in the car with his boy, and he tells him that the company has to fire half the employees. All right, but he's not concerned about his job. He knows his job is safe and all that, but he's worried about the fact that he's not going to be able to get a promotion. Okay, he's trying to step his game up. Okay, now keep in mind, he just told Condola that she makes him want to step his game up because she's doing big things. So next, Lawrence sees Issa at a spot where she's watching a show called Finding Jaquan. So he walks up to Issa and they greet each other with a hug and everything, and then he freaking spoils the show for her, okay, and tells her what happens at the end. And she's like, oh, so you spoiling movies now? So they start playing this little stupid spoiling the movie crap, that movies that everybody done saw. So but it was a cute little moment that they had, and in walks Condola. So Lawrence says, oh, we were just making jokes about movies. So it does get a little weird, and Issa packs up her stuff and tells him that, you know, she was just leaving, and even though she actually wasn't, because she ordered a whole meal for herself, and the meal was to stay, okay? So on the way out the door, Issa looks back and sees Lawrence and Condola hugging it up. And it did look like it bothered her a bit. Okay. So next, Issa and Molly are shopping for some Thanksgiving groceries. And Molly asks if she should invite Andrew. So Issa says, girl, I don't know about that. You only been dating him like 2-3 months, and you might pull an old Molly and scare him away. So of course, Molly was not feeling that. You know, she made a little face. She didn't say anything about it, but you can tell she wasn't feeling it. Then Issa starts putting her items back, but she was putting like her items back in the wrong spots and all that. And so Molly's like, what are you doing, girl? So Issa tells her, girl, I can't afford all this stuff with the block party coming up in 2 months, and me and Condola are in the thick of it. So Molly says, I don't know why you keep acting like everything's cool with that. And Issa says, because it is cool. As a matter of fact, I saw them two together the other day. And so Molly was like, on a date? How was that? And Issa says, oh, it was cool. It's all love, all around. So Molly makes a little, I guess, slick remark and says, well, I'm glad your little throuple is a success. And so Issa hits her back with, girl, you was just in a throuple yourself with Dro yesterday. So the girls kind of go back and forth, right? They are really like saying things that are not so nice to each other. You guys already know, Molly done hit her with, at least I'm not screwing the dude for some weed and toiletries. And so Issa did not appreciate Molly saying that because she felt like that was like not necessary. It was like, what's going on with you? And so Molly says, I feel like you were coming at me. And Issa says, well, I feel like you've been coming at me. Okay, so it just seems like the girls really needed to talk this out. The first time that Issa was ever offended by anything that Molly said, which was the first episode, she should have nipped it in the bud right then and there instead of trying to make little digs at Molly, okay? Because it kind of does look like Issa's trying to make little digs because her feelings was hurt from the first time when Molly told her that she looks like she likes being in messy situations, okay? And so they just should have been mature about it and talked about it. So now they're saying, okay, do you want to talk this out? Let's talk it out over pie time when you come over my house for Thanksgiving. A couple of scenes later, we see Issa and her brother on the way to their mom's house for Thanksgiving. And look who's playing Issa's mom, Miss Wendy Raquel, aka Tasha Mack. Anyway, so her boyfriend or husband or whoever he is, named Stanley, he done hurt himself. So now Issa's mom has to go to the hospital with him. But she tells Issa and Ahmal to stay, you know, because Stanley got family coming over and they got the twins, their twin cousins coming over. But once mama leaves, Issa and her brother are like, we gone. We don't do adult twins or whatever they said, right? So next we got Lawrence trying to impress Condola's friends. And it seems okay so far. But I'm not really sure at this point if Lawrence is totally comfortable around them. All right, so you get a sense that something is going to happen. Something is going to take place. As I'm watching it, I just was feeling like something's going to take place that's going to make Lawrence not too happy or not too comfortable about the situation with Condola. All right, so we'll get into that later. Then we got Molly showing off a pic of Andrew at her parents' house. And of course, the family got their little jokes about him being Asian. But her mom does tell her that she should have just brought him to dinner because they would have behaved themselves, you know? Meanwhile, Issa sends Molly a text telling her that things got a little crazy and she'll keep her posted about pie time. So back at Condola's place, there's laughing and joking and talking. So during their conversation, it's revealed that Condola was married before. And she clearly states that she never wants to walk down the aisle again. Keep me far away, she says. So the look on Lawrence's face tells me that either he didn't know she was married before or that he didn't know she didn't want to get married again, okay? Now that is also confirmed for us later as well. Next, we got Issa and her brother having their Thanksgiving at a Mexican restaurant, and she candidly opens up to him about seeing Laurence and Condola together at that little restaurant or whatever that place was, okay? So she tells her brother that she can't lie and say it didn't bother her to see Laurence and Condola together. She tells him that she feels like Laurence is a total different person with Condola. Like she felt like as she was leaving, they was gonna get something to eat and Laurence was gonna pay for it. Like she didn't get that dude, you know? She goes on to say she got the Laurence with potential, and Condola is now reaping all the benefits of her hard work. Now, ladies, we all heard this cautionary tale before, okay? A woman supports a man's dreams, but eventually grows tired of it, so she gives up on him. But then the next chick comes along and gets the Prince Charming you was waiting for that whole time, okay? We saw it happen to Taraji in this movie. I forgot what that movie was called, but, Acrimony or something like that. Yeah, we saw it happen in that. So, yeah, you know, you got to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? If you putting in work for this man, and you done went down that road, long suffering, all that, you might as well just hold on, baby. Just hold on, okay? Anyway, so we know Laurence, you know, he's a good dude with dreams. And Issa just grew tired. You know, she grew impatient. But instead of leaving him, we know what happened, right, guys? She cheated, okay? Which to me was probably the worst thing that she did. It was worse than leaving because at least they could have probably worked some things out, all right? But anyway, I was happy that Issa kept it real and got that off her chest because, you know, she sure wasn't trying to tell Molly this for some reason. In my opinion, at this point, she might as well just keep her brother as her best friend because if she's having trouble with Molly, who can she really trust? Anyway, so next we have Lawrence having a discussion with Condola after her guests leave, and it's confirmed that Lawrence indeed knew that Condola was married and divorced, but he didn't know that she didn't want to get married ever again. So Lawrence is telling Condola, I feel like I'm learning a lot of new stuff here. Then he says to her, are you still getting over your ex? I just need to know. So Condola says, how did he come up? That's over with. If anybody should be worried about an ex, it should be me. You guys have jokes and share the same friends. How do you think that makes me feel? So Lawrence says, it's not like that with us. I broke up with her. And Condola says, because she cheated on you. So, Lawrence goes, I still left. And then Condola says, but if she hadn't cheated on you, would you still be together? Okay, and that was a serious question that she asked him because you know what? It stumped him. He didn't have a response. And if he did have a response, they didn't show it to us. So maybe there is a continued conversation that they had and we just didn't get to see it in this episode. But the dude was speechless when Condola asked him this question. So anyway, Issa drops Ahmal off and then she texts Molly and asks her if they could just talk another time, okay? So Molly texts her back and says, that's fine. But she doesn't look too thrilled about it, okay? I mean, I don't know if she's starting to feel like whatever, Issa's always blowing her off or she just kind of was like, she expected it. I really don't know at this point, but she just didn't look too thrilled, okay? Lastly, we have Lawrence at home and he's scrolling through stories on IG. And when he gets to Issa's story of the mariachi band playing for them, he smiles and he sends the laughing emoji. Okay, and then the credits roll and The Case of the Ex by Maya starts playing. And I was like, ooh, because the way he kind of like scooted down, like he got comfortable. He was looking at Issa's, I gotta just act like this is my phone. This is my little Bible, but I'm gonna act like it's the phone. He over there looking at Issa's, looking at her story. And when he clicked the emoji, the little smiley face, not the smiley face, he clicked the laughing emoji with the tears cracking up, right? And if you guys realized his body language, he kind of slumps down a little bit, and, he's a little comfortable. He's getting a little comfortable as if they're about to start having this conversation because I don't know if you realized the little bubbles was popping up as if Issa was about to respond, okay? So, because I guess she was active at that time. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think about this episode? Like I said, I really liked this episode. I don't know if I said that before. I really liked this episode, okay? I'm not sure what's going to go on, but I'm just saying, like, it's getting juicy. All right. I will say this, though, guys. I'm all for Lawrence and Issa finding their way back together. Now, whether it's in, the last and final season, I don't care. I can't see them bringing them together, anytime soon. Or, like, let's say if it goes to 7 seasons, I can't see them bringing them together in season 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they could find other stories to fill up the drama. I don't know. But the point is, I've always rooted for Lawrence and Issa. Issa was very foul for cheating on him. And, he's a good guy. And I like Issa. She's the main character that we like, we love. So I definitely want her to be happy. I want her to rise above everything and change for the better. And I want Lawrence to do his thing as well, but I really do want them to find their way back together. So I'm here for that. I know probably some people are not, but I'm here for that. And if they can get past it and they have true love, then let them find themselves again, together again. So that was my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, okay? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. All right, you guys have a blessed one and take care. Bye-bye. See you next time.